going to give credit to two different people here, and I'm going to give credit to the collection of the linebackers that we've had in years past. And I would go back to the 7 years that I've coached these guys, going back to the Josie Jewells, the Ben Niemans. We've always had an unbelievable bond within that linebacker room. And, what you're seeing right now, what you would see out of Jay Higgins is not only a product of himself. You got me in how he was raised and the type of kid he is, what he's experienced up to this point, but it's also a product of the guys that he's been around, during his time here, especially in that linebacker room. And I'm not diminishing the coaching that's going on, but these guys are coaching themselves, and I think a lot of that has to do in part with guys that have come before them and the lead that they've seen out of those guys. And I'm just hopeful that these guys are seeing it out of the Kyler Fishers and the Jay Higgins and the Jaden Harrells right now. They're seeing that, so then these young guys, they'll have no other option than to just follow in their footsteps. And when that happens, that's when you got your room where you want it. Linebacker Jay Higgins is middle linebacker right now, and Nick's repping there. He has to rep there just like other guys have to rep there that might be pegged into another position right now. But you'll see him out there tomorrow play. If he was to take the field with the first group, he's going to be at the will position. Kyler would be at the Leo, and Jay would be at the Mike. But I have no problem flip-flopping those two interior guys. Now, Jay's got a little bit more under his belt than Nick does in regards to just running the defense.
Definitely. I feel like definitely appreciate the guys coming before me, leaving the jersey in the right place. And I feel like that's a true testament to the program, and it's what we have here. And the guys, when I got here with my freshman year, they took me under their wing and were great leaders. But with that being said, now it's just my opportunity to show what I can do. I want to make sure I take full advantage of it, and knowing I'm not out there by myself, like I'm not on the island. I wouldn't say I have anything to prove. I just want to go out there and play football. I want to go out there and be the Mike Backer that Iowa needs, and just continue to set the standard for what Iowa defense is all about. He turned in one of my best friends pretty soon, actually. We got here, we just did the usual bonding. Just wanted to make sure he's a good guy or whatever, but I had him on official, so I knew he'd be all right. And then it quickly has turned into a genuine friendship. And now he lives with me now, so we were in the same house. He's my roommate in the hotel right now. We think alike, we act the same. We view this game of football the same way. We communicate on the field. And so if I can get a guy out there who's going to help me communicate on the field and off the field, and we're best friends, I feel like that's the best of all.
He's been great. He's one of my closest friends since he got here. He's fun to be around. He's a great leader in the locker room and on the field. He brings a lot of intensity, a lot of confidence. So that'll be good for us. He's been a great leader so far, and I know he'll continue to do that. Yeah, he's grown a lot from when he came in. He's put on some pounds, gotten a lot stronger, faster. I feel like throughout this past spring ball, I saw like the game was slowing down for him almost. He's really starting to notice the little things in different things that offense can do. So it's been really cool to see his progression over the last year and a half.
Yeah, Aaron is, obviously when he came in, much ballyhooed, much talked about recruit, and definitely lived up to it. And he's a kid that every day comes out to practice, and you can see it in his eyes. He's fired up and he's ready to go. He's really been embraced by the older guys just because of the way that he practices. Not only the physical side of things, he's physically talented, but he's soaking up the mental part of it as well, which has really increased his development. Looking forward to a big year for him, and I know he's excited, I know he's fired up to go, but again, I talk about the group as a collective. He's a big part of that, going to be a big part of that rotation, big part of that depth. What I want are guys that I can put on the field that I don't have to look away and see. I don't want to turn my back and let you play your free plays. I want to see what you actually can do, and he's one of those guys that we can put out there. So I'm excited. Just that he's healthy. I think that just that he's healthy. He's been able. Tomorrow will be practice 10 or practice 11. He's been available for all that time, which is something that I can't say has happened over the previous 3 years that he's been there. Young guys, the coach Neiman and I are giving to the young guys. That's what I expect.
And then I'm assuming he's probably getting some first team opportunities there at tackle.
Yeah, to say that would be, everybody. There's 6 guys that are getting first team opportunities. So yeah, he is, but there's also quite a few other guys that are getting it too.
Anything that's
I just got cleared by Dr. Wolf today to return to practice, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm very excited about it. It's been a long 7-8 months coming, so I'm ready to return and eager to get back out there. So yeah, that's
your spot, basically.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing really. Well, with YA, Logan, Aaron, I mean, Aaron's a young guy, but I mean, he plays well beyond his years. But YA and Logan, they pretty much know everything. YA is damn near like a professor of the defense. He knows everything. So,
Really?
But really, like Chase, Maddox, and Kenny, I've really just been taking them under my wing, like during our team drills. Like, hey, did you guys get the call? Now watch your position. Like, just making sure they know everything and picking everything up, because I feel like that's where it starts at, is like playbook stuff. Like, you can't, if you don't know the playbook, the coaches will never trust you.
I think it's like the attention to detail, just coming in every single day, and guys are hungry. Well, actually, we have this, Coach Braithwaite kind of talks to us, like, either are you hungry or are you starving? But so I think it's just that, just like guys come out here starving every day, just wanting to go out there and compete, make plays, wanting to improve in everything, because we're living up to a standard, and we've seen guys, like for me, like it was AJ Epineza, Chauncey Golston, like come in and set that standard and go and, you know, just play their balls off. So just seeing that, and then obviously like the coaches too. I mean, they do a great job of setting that standard every single day. Just great bonding, talking about just being in the hotel, just hanging out, having great talks after all the meetings and stuff. That's what I'll really remember, is just the bonding part of it.
It kind of gives you a little bit of latitude as far as, you know, these guys are smart. You probably don't need to practice them as much. They have such great experience that comes back, and the knowledge that you have as a, you know, 5th or 6th year guy coming back here. That helps you out a lot, but it also helps out for he can help the younger kids, and I think we have an opportunity with the defensive front that, you know, I think we should have 8 to 9 guys that can rotate in there, and, you know, that's where we need to be, you know, the way the football is, you know, with wear and tear on the guys and how fast they want to keep on running plays. And I think the more depth you have at the defensive line, the better defense you're going to have. So, you know, we got a variety of guys that can help us out there, I think.
Jamari obviously showed incredible talent when he first came in, and then the injuries. Is he back to where he is and maybe ahead of that now?
Well, I think, you know, obviously mentally, I think he's way above, you know, where he was when he was a young kid. And then obviously getting hurt and sitting out a little bit. And, you know, during the springtime, we were just a little bit trying to ease him back in. And I think he's doing a good job. Just want to make sure that he's healthy when he's going. And I think he's made a lot of good progress. And obviously it's early in camp. We haven't played anybody. And, you know, we're playing against our offense. We're starting to know, after a while, you start seeing it over and over and over. It's a lot easier playing against our guys than, you know, trying to break down another opponent. But I'm really happy with his progress, his leadership, and how he's handling, you know, the situation he's in and coming back from that injury.
What I look for, first off, ball security, right? So a guy that makes good judgment, can field the ball cleanly, guys that understand the track and the track that we're trying to run, and then guys that can hit the home run. And so I think we've got a group of guys with that right now. Caleb Johnson, you know, he took the bulk of that last year. You got guys like Nico who can do that. Caleb Brown has been a new addition to our team, a welcome addition. We've seen a little bit of the flash, a little bit with that. You see Seth Anderson. There's some other guys out there, like Caden Legion, Deshaun Lee, some younger guys that I think can maybe assume that role as well.
What's your plan then, aside from maybe wrapping Drew in bubble wrap?
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that. Drew's a football player, he's an athlete, doesn't need to be wrapped up. You know, we'll have a plan when the time comes, and we'll execute it when he gets here. But right now, Drew's taken the majority of the kicks and done well.
In terms of Luke,
expectation, we hold ourselves to a standard. We want to be flying around, playing smart football, and just making plays. So that's our standard, and every year in and year out, we're just trying to uphold that and possibly lift it. Really, for the older guys, they're really teaching the younger guys like the model way, the standard that we've had here. So it's helped, like as a young guy myself, just seeing like what other guys have done, like in years past, and now it just helps me and everyone in our unit just grow and keep pushing what we're doing.